Good morning, everyone. This is Meg's little house in the country. I'm trying to video without my tripod, so yeah. Anyways, this morning before I go to work, which I don't have to be to work till 10 a.m., so I got some time. I'm gonna do as my doctor ordered and spend at least 30 minutes outside getting that early morning sunshine, which makes me squint when I'm trying to look directly into it. Anyways, right now I've got to finish preparing to get my seeds for my sunflowers planted. And I may actually have a few seeds that have been self-seeded that are starting to come up. Let me show you. I believe that's a sunflower start. Oh, it's got a little dirt on it, but I'm digging out all the grass along the fence line, since tillers, either tractor tiller or even the small tiller, cannot get quite that close to my fence. So I got to dig this out. So I'm going to dig out this side first, then I'll go around and dig out the rest. And yes, I'm getting a hay field out there. I have not mowed in probably a couple of weeks, and we've had a lot of rain, and you know what that does? It makes the grass grow. So I got to get out here and I got to mow. This weekend we are mowing out here again. I still have not gotten anybody to help me get my riding mower, which would be so awesome, because then I'd only have to clean up the edges with the string trimmer and the push mower. Oh, and it'd be so much faster. But anyways, we're going to get this done this morning before I go to work. Well, everyone, I think we are ready for pumpkins and sunflowers and raspberries. I got a little raspberry plant coming up right here. We're gonna have to dig it up and put it in the row when we get the row made. But yeah, look at that. We are ready. Sunflowers will be going in here along the fence on the inside, and raspberries will be going up just along there, about 2 feet inside the dirt line, and then pumpkins out over here. Got plenty of room for 36 tires. It's 36 heels of pumpkins. And my grass is super tall. It's super tall. It's getting mowed this weekend. I can't go without it. I mean, last Saturday I worked because I had to get in a 5-day work week. Let's see if I can squeeze between this fence. Squeezing is a little easier when I'm 30 pounds lighter, but right now I'm at a little bit of a fluffy grandma. So, yeah, there we go. It's going to be a toasty warm day, so we're going to put the raspberries in the garage and keep them nice and cool. Yeah, they'll stay cool in the garage. Just don't want them there. Let's put this. Whoop. Whoop, my water's coming out, so let's lift it up. There we go. Actually, I need to move the whole thing a little more into the garage. Keep this side lifted up since I got that down there. And there we go. Should be able to close the garage now. Yep, nice and smooth. Okay, we are ready to go, and I collected all the little bits of brush that did not get collected when my brush pile was hauled away. So I gotta go around and pick up tree branches and add to it. We had a little wind yesterday. As you can see, the hammock got flipped over again. Oh boy. And this weekend we also got to get this all weeded. Weeds are coming up. I got some kind of tree seeds, I think. Or, no, those might be service berries seeds. Just coming up all over in here. Darn birds. Yeah, that's what they do. They eat all the berries off my bush and then they come and poop out the seeds in my garden. Anyways, how do you like that? The rhubarb is huge and amazing. It is just, look at the size of those leaves. Look how big everything is. It's just awesome. Aren't these dandelions just pretty? They are so pretty. It's 60 degrees out now, so we should be seeing bees pretty soon. My chives are about to burst into full bloom. And beautiful flowers. And I still haven't come, and this poor thing's really struggling. I haven't gotten this cleaned up at all. And I really need to clean it up. But it's trying to be happy and positive, and it's blooming. So it tries to be happy and positive that I'm going to someday come out and clean this planter up. And I am. I'll get it cleaned up. Get it looking beautiful again. So, we got that done. That's all prepped. And now for the rest of the work we need to do. Can you believe how many rose starts have come up? I know I said this on the last video, but geez, it's amazing me how much these roses are just bouncing back after I thought it was totally destroyed. Totally. I was just mourning the loss of all my roses. And what do you know? I got roses again. Anyways, I've got to did a little weeding on my baby grass because there were a lot of weeds coming up. Gotta get this watered. Try to keep it wet and moist, and I'll try to get more grass clippings. When I mow the back pasture, I'll collect some grass clippings from the good spots that aren't too weedy, because I don't want to seed weeds into my lawn. I just want to put down some grass clippings. Yeah. And get things covered, and then water it really good with the sprinkler, and just keep the baby grass from getting dried out. I need it to root really well. It's just looking so good. My little baby grass. My little tiny baby grass out there. Look at that baby. Anyways, I got to get ready for work. And so I hope you all have a good day. I still got a few little odd end chores to do besides watering. Got to keep my pots watered until those seeds sprout. Just gonna go do all that, go to work. I'll be back this evening, I hope. And yeah, I hope I'll be back this evening and not so dead tired that I don't do much. But I'll talk to y'all later. Well, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. At work, we finally got the old building we had been in for several years, almost 10 years, I think. it's finally been completely emptied out, so our manager gave us a 3-day weekend. I don't have to be to work till Tuesday. So, it's also Memorial Day weekend, so my neighbor who helps me with my lawn is not doing my lawn this weekend. So I'm going to be mowing all of this. We're going to get the whole lawn mowed. But oh, the sun is up. It's a beautiful day. Oh, I've got to get this thing tied up on the trellis. I've got to get all the dead canes cut out. I got so much dead stuff to cut out. And this thing, you basically need to use welder's gloves to manage it because of the it's just super very thorny. I mean, look at those thorns. Yeah, it's just super thorny. Even the little tiny stems on where the flowers come out have little tiny thorns, and those are hard little thorns. Anyways, the snowball bush is really it's doing well. The blossoms are getting bigger and whiter. They're going from green to white. I know they kind of look a little yellow with the sunrise on them. But give them another week and they'll be beautiful, big, beautiful white blossoms here. So, I just came out to say good morning. Let everybody see the sunrise. And we'll be back out in a little bit. This time makes me a little sad. As you can tell, the blossoms are starting to fade. Still smells so heavenly though. But yeah, I love it when my lilacs are just loaded and looking so beautiful. On the other note, my roses are getting ready to bloom. Look at this. Look at how loaded they are swelling. And look at that. I think that one's going to start to open here soon. Still looks green, but give it another day or two and it'll be a bright yellow blossom. So my hedge roses are about to bloom. Anyways, I'm going to go back inside, finish breakfast, get dressed, and get ready to go out. We got a lot to do today. We've got to plant raspberries, we got to get tires in the garden, and we got to mow, and mow, and mow, and mow. Well, I am trying to peer in. Remember what I said about 8 to 10 days for germination? We planted most of these seeds on Sunday. And guess what we got? Let me see if I can lift the lid a little bit and show y'all. We got a Big Max. We got 2. Or are they nope, 1 Big Max and 1 jack-o'-lantern. Ha ha! And there's another erupting out of the soil there. And another eruption here. And there's one real close right up here next to my... Where is it? Where is it? Right there. You can't see it, but you see the soil's lifted. Yes, let's keep them covered. Oh, I'm pretty sure by tomorrow we're going to have several seeds just all over. And these look like they are going to be the Harvest Jack, Jack-o'-lantern, Big Macs. Oh, and clear over there. Look at that. It's an autumn blue. The pumpkin seeds are starting to sprout. Isn't that awesome? Well, I'm going to leave them here and let them keep us sprouting. Ooh. Next video, we should actually see some little plants in here. That is awesome. Now, let's go outside and get some yard work done. We got a ton to do today. Well, you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. I'm afraid it's gotten to the point to where my little greens, salad greens I am making, are no longer as fruitful as they were. They have gotten to where they're all trying to flower and bolt and go to seed, and they're just not doing well. So water's okay and everything, but I think it's time to clean out the hydroponics unit. So we'll do this sometime this weekend, and it'll be on a video, and we'll get everything all nice and clean and everything, and then we'll start all over again with a new crop. Well, good morning, everyone. I got my garden hat on, the pretty one. I like this one. I found it at Walmart back when they first started putting garden stuff out in March, so I had to buy it. I did have to do a little stretching on this because it's so big it wouldn't go through the bead, so I couldn't tighten it up very well. I did have to work on it, kind of do a little stretching, pulling and stretching to get this to stretch out thin enough so the bead, because it gets windy around here. And while right now we have a nice gentle breeze, if it gets windy, it'll try blowing my hat off my head. And I'm not wearing my little crocheted thing right now because my head would be way too hot in this. Yeah, it would be way too hot. Well, the temperatures are rising. It's currently 8 o'clock, 8:30. I don't know. I forgot to check time. Anyways, it's around there, and it's already 66 degrees. We need to check on a few things here. Oh, let's see. How about we check on our little plants here in the greenhouse, see how they're doing. So let me turn you all around. Okay, everybody looks like they're doing good. I think it's really interesting now that I've got these out in the sunshine. The leaves have taken on a reddish hue, and it's very interesting. So everybody's looking good. And let me check. I got to reach up under here to check my soil. It's currently 89 right here in the sunshine, and that tells you just how warm it's going to get outside. I'm already getting some flower buds on my tomatoes. Yeah, these ones, I'm really hoping and praying that they will survive. As you can tell, I have already lost one little branch from the wind the other day. Even though they were all inside here, it still got a little windy. These are still so very delicate. But I'm going to pair them up. These ones are a little more sturdy. My little here, I got one little one there and one bigger one here. I believe these are my Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes. My little salad tomatoes are doing good. My little tree in its pot is doing good. My big tree in its pot is doing very well. Let's see, I'm a little zoomed in. Anyways, there we go. I gotta get that planted this weekend too. Lots of things to do this weekend. Got to mix up my soils and get these pots filled and seeds in them. I've got to get everything watered this morning because it's dry once more. Even though I watered it yesterday morning, it's dry once more. And these things need to be kept moist so the seeds will sprout. I got to get my lawn mowed. Tires out in the garden. Raspberries have to get planted. So what I think we're going to do first this morning is we're going to come out here and measure. We are going to measure. I'm going to get all the little stakes that I have, fencing stakes. I'm going to do along this edge here. I actually need to straighten out this edge just a tiny bit. Yeah. We got to straighten this edge out so we have a straight edge. It's kind of crooked, but I need to make it straight. and probably get a shovel and just do a little edging and a string line. I need to do a string line. So we're going to do that. And then we will measure over 3 or 4 feet and do another little fence row. We'll plant the raspberries right directly in the middle of the row. Then I'm going to go over a couple more feet because I want to give enough room for the vines, pumpkin vines, so they don't invade the raspberries. I'm going to try to keep them separate this year and from growing into the raspberries. It makes it really hard to harvest raspberries from this side when I got pumpkin vines all through it. So we're going to try to keep the pumpkin vines contained a little more within their area. And we are going to get all the tires out. So hold on and let's go get those stakes out of the garage. I'm going to have to untangle them out of a fence, but I'll be back as soon as we got them untangled and out here. Okay, well, we got the fence stakes put out. This will let us know exactly where we need to actually put the raspberries. I'm just going to dig one. Well, I'm actually going to go and get my lawn rake. Get all that brown stuff on the top. That's not dead grass. That is all grass roots. So I got to rake them all off. Then I'm going to dig a big long trench. I'm going to put the raspberries in the big long trench. Get them all planted. And then I'm going to put a soaker hose on them and get them all watered today. And soaker hose will be on them for 24 hours. Meanwhile, while that is happening, I will get all the tires out and get the tires here. My elderly neighbor sounds like he's starting up his old tractor and probably going to disc up the weeds in his little back field. He doesn't mow his back field. He just discs it up. Keeps it bare dirt. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do before I start my mowing. Well, I have got all the weeds. I tried to clean up this edge just a little bit more. So hopefully we can keep the grass from taking over quite so fast. Give us a few years and get that done. So now I'm going to go ahead and just basically dig a long straight ditch right down the middle, and that's where we're gonna be doing putting our. So I'll see if I can sit you back here and watch me. Oh, you'd just to see my backside, wouldn't you? Maybe I should put you on the other side and you can watch me dig a ditch towards you, or I can start at the other side. And yes, that sound is my neighbor. He's out discing up his weeds. Makes him happy. Since his wife passed away a while back, I think he needs it. So, let's see. can't quite get this thing to sit level, so you might all be just a wee bit crooked here while you watch me dig a ditch. Well, my friends, I think I got a fairly straight ditch here dug. I'm going to go and find a soaker hose and get the ground wet. It's very, very dry here. It's not perfectly straight, but I don't think my raspberries are going to care. And besides, the areas that are a little crooked, I can straighten up as I'm planting and get them in a fairly straight row. So I'm gonna go get a soaker hose, lay it out, get the hose connected, and hopefully get this ground wet enough so that when I put them in, it won't be in perfectly dry soil. It'll be in damp soil. They'll be much happier if they have water to drink already. And then I'll put after they're all covered up, we'll put the soaker hose on top of them and turn it back on again. So let's see if I got enough soaker hose to do the job. Well, I found one hose. It's a flat hose. Let's see how well it works. Grab the rest of it. It's kind of... see if I can get it over here. It's a long one. It might actually go the whole length of the bed. I don't remember how long it is, but it's pretty long. Let's see. Have to make sure it's standing upright. Needs to have that green stripe facing upwards. And I think this will do for right now. Getting it's just got to lay flat on the bottom here. I might have to encourage it by putting a few rocks in there. Keep it flat. But it should get the whole area wet. We'll go and hook it up to a hose, and we'll see how well we can do with getting it getting things getting the water relatively quick. Hooked up here, folks, so give me a second. Okay, I can hear water. I'm getting splashed by water. Okay, we are getting splashed. let's get you out of the way. Yeah, it's more or less laying, and that thing sprays all over the place, even though it's got a big hole in it. Yep, we've got a hole. We've got a hole in our hose. But yeah, I think I can get this. There's a couple spots we need to work on. There's one spot down there. It does not want to really lay straight. Oh, good thing it's as warm as it is outside. Anyways, I'm going to grab my gloves before they get wet. And my bucket of rocks. I'll flip that so it at least goes directly into the grass and doesn't soak down my pumpkin patch. Yeah, nothing like having a leak in your soaker hose. But yeah, this is actually a flat sprinkler. I used to have it under my lilacs all the time. This is how I watered my lilacs and that one strip of ground in my front yard. A long time ago. I've actually had this thing since bought it summer of '97, so it's still working pretty good. But it will get this whole area watered down pretty good. Anyways, we gotta get some tires out now and start putting the tires in the bed. I need to see if it's time for lunch break yet. That actually took a whole lot longer than it seemed to take. So I'm gonna go and maybe have a little break. We'll come back and we'll get these tires out. Well, excuse the noise of my neighbor. He's a good man, and you know, if it gives him joy to go and disc up the weeds in his field instead of smoothing it, growing grass and mowing, then more joy to him. His wife was a really wonderful woman. I loved chatting with her when we'd be weeding our shared border along where I now have some baby lilacs and some roses. We used to weed together there. We'd come out, we'd chat. She was a lovely woman. She passed away suddenly around, I think, shortly after Mother's Day. She was 83 at the time, and that was several years back. And he's been kind of lonely, I think. He has a daughter who's about my age, and she lives with him, takes care of him. But you know, besides mowing his lawn and pruning his shrubs and trees, the only other thing he has is his old tractor and getting out and disking up the weeds. So that's awesome. I love hearing the sound of his tractor, so I hope you don't mind it. Anyways, I checked the time when I got in the house and found it was only 10:25. So we got that ditch dug a whole lot faster than I thought we did. It just seemed to take forever. Anyways, I am taking a little break. I am rehydrating with my water. It's energy drink, keto chow salty, and I use the salty, the one they call Clean Slate. It's unflavored, so the flavor is not going to clash with the peach flavor of the energy drink that I mixed up in water. I also have a supplement called Bend Again, B-E-N-D, again. It's MSM flakes. It's to help your joints. And lately my joints have been very, very sore, just very sore. I've been doing a lot of work this last month at work, mostly helping with the packing of the packing up the old store and getting things moved to the new store. And even though I was just packing boxes and helping put boxes on pallets, now that we are starting to get organized in the new store, I've been having to unload pallets, and some of those boxes are a little heavy. And so my wrists and my hands have just been hurting a lot. So yes, I need my MSM flakes to help. I also have a MSM salve. Bendigan makes a gel type salve that you can rub on your joints, and it does help. And I'm also taking Lubricin. I use Cog Hill Farms code to get 25% off on my Lubricin. I get the unflavored Lubricin with MSM in it, and it has really helped with the flexibility and being able to, especially I've noticed with my knees and my hips, I can squat down and get up a whole lot easier than I used to be. Now, if it only fixed those weird twisted up vertebrae in my lower back, that would help. My chiropractor does the best he can. I go see him once a month for an adjustment, and he does the best he can to straighten up those last 3-4 vertebrae that are just wanting to bend to one side and twist around. But sometimes that really has me walking a little stiffly. If you noticed in the videos, I was kind of using my rakes and that like you would a cane. Help me straighten up and get walking. But I'm going to drink my drink, get hydrated, eat my yummy, these are chomps. It's everything good, nothing bad, no sugar added. It's a little protein snack, so I'm gonna have a little protein. And I'll see you all again when we go and roll those tires out of the garage. That's gonna be more heavy lifting. Oh boy. Okay, folks, we gotta get brakes over. And speaking of brakes, when I was dragging out this old soaker hose, oh, guess what broke? I can buy connectors, but it also broke here. Oh boy, I've got pieces of soaker hose. But the thing is the connectors to put these pieces back together are actually cheaper than a new soaker hose. You know, $2-3 a piece as opposed to $20 for a hose. Oh boy. Anyways, broken soaker hose. We got this whole big pile of tires here, and we got to get all these tires, well, not all of them, I'm only putting 36 of them out in my garden here. So I'm going to let's find a good spot to put you. I'm going to try to make sure y'all standing in the shade, because I can zoom in from anywhere, but honestly, it's going to be a little, you know what, this hose here is supposed to be very durable, made in America. It even says on it, made in America. And it has got pinhole leaks all up and down the whole thing. Literally, the whole thing has little pinhole leaks. It's sprung with leaks. You'd think this thing was a soaker hose. Look at that. It's got a leak there. It's got a leak there. It's got a leak there, leak there, another leak down there. You can see a big wet patch right there where it's got about 3 or 4 leaks. Why is this hose leaking? I drain it, I make sure, and it's literally full of pinhole leaks. You know how expensive these hoses are? These are the good farm hoses, the Made in America farm hoses. And I gotta go buy another one, because this one is full of leaks. I don't got that kind of money. Right now I'm struggling. I'm really struggling for cash. Gosh darn it. But anyways, I'm going to set you all up and let's roll out some tires real fast. Well, okay. I got out the tires we're going to use this year. I really wish I could get some more that are like these ones with the real narrow sidewalls, really wide tire. I got some old truck tires. Some of these, it's getting really hard because, as you can see, they're starting to collapse in the middle, which means the walls don't stay as high, so they don't offer as much protection. Yeah, and you see with the wide sidewalls, I wish I could had something that would just trim all these tires about 2 inches back on all of them and make them really narrow. I like these. See how very narrow sidewall? And those Solus over there, right here, they have very narrow sidewall. Those are actually the perfect tires for protecting your young seedlings from the heavy winds. And we get wind around here. We get a lot of wind. Oh boy. Anyways, now that got the tires out, we gotta get them in the pumpkin patch. Let's go see if we've got some shade over here to put you all in. I had you in the shade of the little peach tree there, but I need a better angle of the pumpkin patch. So we're gonna see if we can find some shade here with the apple tree and get you all standing here in the shade. Don't want you to get sunburned. It's a real bright sunny day. Hope y'all wearing your sunglasses. Let's see. Get y'all all into focus here. I'm trying to get my tripod balanced. Get y'all into focus so you can kind of watch me get those tires. Let's get the tires and get them all in the pumpkin patch. And I'll do that real fast too. I mean, I could move you a little closer, but then you'd be out in the sun. Okay, I guess you don't need to actually see me rolling tires. Just rolling tires into the pumpkin patch. And let's get them all set up here, shall we? Alright everyone, I think this is about as good as it's going to get without having a laser grid shining down from above. But yes, it's not only important to have your everything lining up this way from your first tire to your end tire, but to make sure everything lines up pretty good on the diagonal. And I'm dealing with all different shapes and sizes of tires, so they're not all perfectly the same. But I think this is good. We got 36 tires laid out, waiting for pumpkin starts. I am going to get my cinder blocks out because I put cinder blocks out to put my sprinkler on. And now I think I'll actually get a sprinkler going on here to get the whole thing well watered. And I'll just keep it watered as though I already have pumpkin seeds in there. And so when my starts have all popped up and are ready to plant, yep, we got a nice well-watered pumpkin patch ready to stick them in. But yeah, I really would like to pretty much replace most of these tires with the narrow, high-walled size type of tires. As you can see, they're narrow here, so they don't collapse inwards, and they're very deep, so they provide really good windbreak for the breezes. So all the plants down inside get plenty of shade. Not only that, the tires collect heat during the day, and at night they radiate this heat down inside. And even if we do get nights like we did last June, I think it was around 21st of June last year, we actually got, oh god, I think I need to, there's a tire way down there. I need to move over just a hair. But anyways, that's the one thing. With June 21st last year, temperatures dropped down to 32. All I had to do is pull a tarp over the tires and they stayed toasty warm down inside their tires because the heat was just radiating under the tires and kept everything from freezing. Hopefully this year we will not get any late freezes. Say your prayers, and yeah, I think it's almost lunchtime. It's got to be lunchtime. I'm going to go in and get lunch anyways. I'm hungry. Well, okay everyone, it is time. I'm going to get my cinder blocks set up in the middle where I'll be directing my water hose, and then I'm going to test out a few of my sprinklers, oscillating sprinklers, because I've bought several over the years, and it's just getting the one that works best out here to actually be here. And then we'll get this thing watering. We will plant raspberries in the evening because I really want to be able to do that when it's nice and cool. And then we're going to get started on, well, we're going to get started on the mowing back here. I've got 3 days. Our manager gave us, basically 3 days off. So I think not all of this soaker hose is working very well. But if anything, I will just turn on the, because it's not really getting wet back here like it is in some areas. So, but I'm going to get the oscillating sprinkler going, and we will have to try to figure out where the exact middle of this, right, because it's got to cover the raspberries as well as there, and it needs to be able to water this section for the sunflowers to get watered. As much as I'd love to have just a really nice watering system for everything, not really possible. But let's see what we can do. I'll be back in a second. Okay, found one that works. I think this might be the one I bought last year, because I got 3 others in here. This one, the little knob on it broke off. I mean, it broke. So you can't do anything with this little knob broke off. And these two, they just kind of quit oscillating, and I don't know why. They just get stuck in one position and stay there forever. But I got my leaky hose hooked up, and I think this will cover the whole, I got it positioned to cover the whole entire pumpkin patch, as well as down where it should be getting everything. So I need to go and collect my tools. Been leaving here, oops. It's even hitting clear out here, so yeah, everything's getting watered. My rock bucket, my gloves are getting watered. Sure should have worn my gloves when I put the tires out. Sure would have been nice. Didn't think about it. Darn. Anyways. Okay. So, let's see how the water's hitting out here. Oh, good. It's getting the grass too. And it'll get the whole entire thing. Won't really need that right now. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. It looks like I'll let this go here for a while and get everything here good and wet and watered. And this evening, when it gets cool, we can just stuff all the raspberries in and cover them up with damp soil, and then go take a hot soaky bath because my back will need it. I think we got some gopher mounds though we gotta take care of in the back pasture, and then we can start mowing back there. It's actually pretty pleasant according to my thermostat. It's about 73, 74 out, might even hit 75 today. It's currently a little after 2 o'clock because I took a little longer lunch. Mostly so I could charge up my phone, which was almost completely dead after all the filming we did. So, okay. Just gonna sit my tools all here. Go grab my now damp gloves. Check the lawnmower, and let's start mowing. We're gonna have a long video. This will just be the Saturday video. We're gonna do stuff on Sunday after church. Probably more mowing, and Monday definitely more mowing. Oh boy. So I might try to see if I can get something going, but yep, I'm just seeing how far past the fence line this might get. Because I'm thinking I really need to get a good soaker hose to get this. Yep. Oh boy. Well, we're going to get it. I'm going to get this all mowed too. Let's go clean up some pocket gopher dirt and start mowing the back pasture. Ah, look at that. Getting it wet. Okay, check the oil. We're fueled up. We are ready to go out. You guys, you're all going in the dirt again. Come tonight. Well, it makes me wish I'd had a big hydroponic system But I could have just stuck those things all into a hydroponics water for about a week. Every single cane in its own thing, and kept them going. But I think I got enough canes that are alive. I'm going to put them all in the dirt and see what comes up from the roots. And then, because some of these that look totally dead, there might be some life in the roots once you get dirt and water and stuff. They may send up new shoots. Give it about a month and then cut off all the dead canes and just encourage it to just do nothing but grow this year. Just grow. Might even mix up some liquid fertilizer. Put liquid fertilizer on them. I think that might be a good idea. Give them all just a little good nutrient boost here. But anyways, I'm going to get busy and start mowing, and at least going around this area and get my red hose out of the way. And yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of that. But let's head over. I've opened up the gate, so I'm actually going to start on this end first. And I've got a 3-day weekend to get this all done, so let's set y'all up and see how fast we can do it. We're going to put this into warp speed, folks. We're going to do warp speed ahead. All right, sorry for tossing you around. Okay. looks a lot better. And that's how you take 2 hours worth of mowing and you condense it down to 3 minutes. Warp speed ahead. That's the only way to get it done fast. I've still got to get my string trimmer out and come around the fence line, get all this stuff along the edges of the building and that. Gotta get all that. But maybe I'll wait till tomorrow morning and come get that done. But it sure looks so much better. Oh. Gotta get my hoses strung back out. Tomorrow we will work on the rest of the mowing. I got just as much on the other side of the fence to do as I did on this side of the fence. Oh boy. Yeah, church isn't till 12 o'clock tomorrow, so I might be able to get a little more mowing done. So that's all the mowing we're going to do in this video. I think my hammock is calling me. I am going to take a little rest, rehydrate. My water bottle's calling me too. And we'll see y'all about sunset if I don't fall asleep. I'll close out this video and I'll get it posted. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is Monday. It's time to remember those who gave their all for our freedoms. And that's something people don't often remember. Memorial Day is when you remember those who gave everything for our freedoms. Veterans Day is the day you thank a veteran, like my mom. Yes, she served in the Marines. Wonderful lady. Anyways, I will see y'all tonight. For right now, I'm going to relax in the shade, have a big drink, and take a nap. Sounds like a great idea. Well, I just got home from running errands in town. Almost missed sunset. This is the best place to see it, is on my front steps. We're going to zoom in. Oop, and it's just disappeared behind the big butte. Sorry, I'm trying to hold my phone steady with my hands. No tripod. Just got home. Had to run an errand in town. I forgot that I needed to get another wrist brace for my other hand so I can sleep tonight without too much pain. My right hand was really hurting me last night, and I didn't sleep too well. And I got home and I looked out the front door just in time to see that the sun was disappearing. And it's in a few short weeks, in about 4 weeks, it will be to the north of the Big Butte. It will actually be setting down around behind those trees right there. And then it will start going south again. I don't know. I'm like, what is the perfect distance? I don't know. It's trying to find that. Yeah. So, okay, I'll stop zooming in and out. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got some movement. There's some movement in there. I never got that dead branch that broke out last winter out of the middle of the lilac. And now I can't get it out because we got birds nesting in there. So, gonna have to wait until they're done nesting. The babies are all grown up and flown. And then I'll be able to clean that broken branch out, maybe. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening. This is a terribly long video, I know. I started it yesterday morning, Friday morning, and then continued it on through today. But I'll hope you'll enjoy it. I hope you enjoy my working fast in my garden, throwing the tires out fast in the pumpkin patch, and mowing real fast. I mean, geez, I was going at warp speed, folks. Warp speed. Trying to get it done as quick as possible. So, I hope y'all have a great evening. And a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend for those of you who live in the U.S. For my friends in other countries, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, period. And God bless, and I'll see y'all on the next video.